Oh, bear! Is it friendly bear? Are you my... Nope! Nope! I mean, I should have seen that. Oh, no, it's actually close.
This is me, and I am currently running for my life.
Go to the door, go to the door, go to the door. No, oh, it's faster than me. Oh, shoot.
This is what happened not 30 seconds into entering the world of Hytale, and after playing it for some 8 hours, I have learned that this game is the fusion of Minecraft and Terraria that people like me have been waiting ages for. And today, we will analyze many of the game design decisions made by the Hytale team, the many inspirations and parallels to Minecraft and Terraria, how it stands out from these two games, and how in beta, you're able to cheese this game into absolute oblivion. It all starts how any block game does, the chopping of a tree.
Thank you, it dropped everything. Oh, it's like Terraria, dude. Hytale is just Terraria.
Right off the bat, just by breaking trees and plants and collecting the rubble lying around, you can craft some basic tools.
All right, and there's durability. I hate that, but it's there, and we gotta live with it.
Durability is a similarity this game shares with Minecraft. However, later we will learn that they will use the mechanic quite differently from Minecraft that makes it far less punishing for those who like to actually use their tools. With a workbench, I spot an axe and think that it'll be helpful for chopping trees. But turns out that is not the case. This is a battle axe. What you actually need to do is use these tabs up top to craft a hatchet. Had I properly read the text and looked at the crafting menu properly, I would have known this fact, and organizing the menu this way does make it pretty easy to find everything you need.
Bunny! Oh, dude, it's so cute. It's running away. That's adorable. Yeah. Strong. That's so sad! It's it's gone. Oh, okay. I fully thought the body was just going to hang around.
This is something Hytale does differently from Minecraft and Terraria. Rather than passive mobs, well, passively walking around and being generally unbothered by your presence, the passive mobs in Hytale flee when you approach, likely knowing you're a heartless monster such as myself. Early game, these items called sticks and rubble are very important for making your starting equipment. However, if you don't find rubble lying around, it's decidedly difficult to find. Sticks can always be gathered by chopping a tree, but breaking rocks does not give rubble. There are certain stones that break apart into rubble, but this is something the player has to learn on their own. And that's how it should be. Experimentation is how people grow to love games like this.
Okay, hold on. If we sneak, can we sneak up on a bear if we crouch? And then we get a fully charged hit with the hammer and see if we can just obliterate. Bam! Oh, it's not enough! It's so quiet behind me, too. Like, I cannot hear it as it chases me. Oh, I can hit it through the door! Let's go! Oh, no! Oh, it's right there. Oh, I didn't drop everything. Oh, thank you. Yes! We killed the bear, totally legit! Let's go! Alright, what do we get? Normal meat. Okay, that was not worth it at all.
We have just learned several things. On death, we don't lose everything. Rather, we lose a certain amount of our stuff, and none of it was any of our important tools or weapons. This strikes a delicate balance between Terraria's classic mode and Minecraft. Rather than punishing the player with losing everything that they have worked so hard to obtain, potentially tens of hours depending on their gear, the player merely loses supplies they have gathered, some of which can be quite valuable, but what you don't lose is the stuff you need to return and retrieve your lost goods. That said, all your equipment does lose 10% of its durability alongside the lost loot. This makes death far from without punishment, but not so punishing so as to cause you to quit your world.
Oh, I jumped with that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay.
Combat in Hytale is also a more interesting system than one might think. The mace I used against the bear could be charged into a heavy swing. However, the battle axe does something different. As we go, we'll learn that each weapon has its own type of charge attack, all with their own cost and reward, making combat far more engaging than something like Minecraft. In this way, it feels more like Terraria, simply because combat is actually engaging. But it stands out from Terraria as well, because most of the weapons, with their charge attacks, cause you to move, making combat a balance of movements and damage.
Whoa! What is that? Hold up, that looks awesome! Is that a turkey? What is it? It looks hostile, whatever it is. It's running away. Maybe it's not hostile.
This behavior from passive mobs is more important than you might think, especially for creatures like this that could easily be misconstrued as a hostile enemy. The fact that they run away from you tells you from the start that they are most likely not hostile. This may not be the case for all mobs, maybe there are some different ones with different AIs, but this is an easy tell for the new player so they can approach a mob with confidence. Now, the bread and butter of games like this is the exploration, and Hytale has plenty to explore with a massive temple in the middle of the forest.
Okay, there's treasure over there. And a very big rock guy.
Immediately upon seeing this rock golem, the player is given a choice. Do they try to sneak around the rock golem, steal the treasure and run? Do they fight, or do they risk a chance that this monster might just be friendly? Of course, I'm the kind of guy who trusts nobody.
Ah! Oh, yep, he's not happy. You stay down there, right? You stay down there, you won't follow. Oh, the cheese. Guys, we got the cheese.
This is where I first learned just how cheesable Hytale is. It's very easy and very simple to get around these larger enemies, and oftentimes they seem to be set to a certain area.
What's Q? Whoa!
Use a weapon for long enough and you'll charge a super move, or whatever it's called. These are super fun and do lots of damage. Later I learned that switching weapons resets the gauge, and so Hytale once again sets itself apart from Minecraft and Terraria by greatly encouraging the use of one weapon type in combat, not because it's necessarily the best, but because doing so gives the player a massive bonus.
Bam. Got him! That actually wasn't that bad. Sucker! Alright, what do we got? Can we jump through it? Whee! Oh, we can. Whoa!
We won't talk about this area, it exists, but it's currently under development, with very little currently available in the beta. When we wander outside, it's night, which begs the question, just how dangerous will it be?
Are there going to be creepers? Oh wait, hold on, there's a torch over there. I think I see a skeleton carrying a torch. Wait a minute. Dude, are the enemies just going to carry torches? That's actually so cool. The enemies like announcing their presence, and then you can kind of just decide what to do from that. That's so cool. Yep. Oh, he's confused. Oh. Okay, now I'm invisible to him, I guess. Oh, they see each other and react? Oh, sick.
Not all enemies carry a torch, however the majority of enemies have some sort of glow-in-the-dark design choice. Randomly encountering a mob you didn't even see is unlikely to happen in Hytale because the game makes it easy for the player to identify most enemies from a distance, so long as you're observant. Night is in fact not as dangerous as in either Terraria or Minecraft. The 3D nature of the game allows you to easily run around enemies you see as too threatening, unlike Terraria, and the fact that you can see them before getting anywhere near them allows you to pick and choose your battles. But it's not just the enemies that glow.
Okay, hold on. There's a temple with a glowing thing over here. You know we gotta go to it. Oh! Hello! No thanks? Then again, we're early access. Everything is cheesable. Aha! Oh, he doesn't know I'm here. He's still confused. Sucker! He's got a lot of health. I'm glad this is working. We got him! Easy boss! Easy boss! Is that mithril? Thorium ingots.
This is something I have to imagine will be fixed later on in development, but at this moment, bows and arrows are the key to cheesing everything in the game with ease. That large skeleton warrior being surrounded by a castle-like structure combined with his size very clearly indicates he is meant to be quite the threat, and I'm sure I would have died quickly if I had confronted him face to face. So for now, I can only compliment the clear communication to the player that this enemy is meant to be taken seriously. Something that Hytale so far has shared with Terraria is that weapons and other more unique items can drop from enemies. These are either uncommon drops from common enemies or common drops from uncommon enemies. And so with my Terraria brain, I must wonder what kind of unique or powerful weapons and gear could you possibly get from these enemies. Of course, no block game is complete without base building. Here it follows more in the vein of Minecraft, of course, but purely because this is a 3D game. The gathering of materials and building of the structure takes a considerable amount of time, especially if you want to make anything of a considerable size. Wood, however, could turn that into a very different story. Unlike Minecraft, you don't get 4 planks for every log, but because the trees function like they do in Terraria, you're able to collect heaps of wood quickly. Stone then would seem to be the far more expensive material to build with, while wood can be quite fast, filling up a few slots in your inventory after only chopping a few trees.
Oh, the moon! Oh, dude, the moon! The moon in late night is rough. Oh, that's rough, man.
Now, walking around and trying to return to my home taught me something else about the game.
Oh, you can jump over 2 blocks. Oh! Oh, that's really nice. You can jump over 2 blocks.
This is more Terraria in my mind, but I wouldn't say it's inspired by Terraria by any means. Just that it takes what Minecraft did and asked, what if we made it better? Storage and inventory management is very important in any game, and just like Minecraft, 2 chests placed next to each other creates a larger chest, but unlike Minecraft, the max stack of blocks goes up to 100. I'm not sure why the seemingly arbitrary numbers of 64 in Minecraft and 100 now in Hytale. Terraria will forever claim top spot for holding 9,999 blocks per inventory slot, but being capable of holding a whole 36 extra blocks compared to Minecraft per slot is a massive improvement. One thing Hytale does that's more like Terraria is utilize a bunch of different crafting stations. This is common in survival games, and it's annoying in all of them, to have so many different places you must go to craft for your various items. This is actually something I think Minecraft does well, requiring minimal space or hassle to make most of what you need. And one of the most important things you need is the ability to make a bed. Terraria made the process for that a bit overly complicated, and Minecraft made it very simple, but Hytale decides to make it even simpler by making the requirements to craft a single bed consist of things you can get from chopping down a single tree. Returning to trees for a moment, Hytale distinguishes itself from Minecraft by allowing the whole tree to fall at once, but also doesn't totally copy Terraria, because you need to chop more than a single trunk block. For larger trees like this, you must remove the entire base or support of the tree, at which point it'll all collapse for you. This turns chopping trees into a kind of puzzle that is both fun and satisfying. You almost have to strategize how to most efficiently chop down a tree.
Oh, that is so cool! Oh, and so convenient. I love that. Also, what the heck is this? What the? Oh, it is that. It looks so funny. Cave? Oh. Copper? Copper!
In our first cave, we see that ores are very easily identifiable, or at least right now we know it's very easy to identify that a block contains ore, but no cave would be complete without a little bit of peril.
Oh! Why do they jiggle? I don't like this! Oh, that is freaky. And take it out from afar. Does it notice me? Or no, it did. Oh, only 2 shots. Okay. Oh, it went underground. Oh, I thought it was dead.
I can't say whether that was a bug or an intentional design decision. All I can say is that this was the only time I saw a spider do that. There were other things they did more often, however.
Oh, and it spits! It spits venom at me!
Now, something we haven't gone over is how we recover health. It doesn't regenerate naturally over time like in Terraria, and there is no hunger bar like in Minecraft. Rather, you simply eat food and it regenerates a certain amount of health. The common berries and food you find requires a lot of food to heal fully, and you must wait a moment before you can actually eat the meal, so you can't simply heal mid-combat oftentimes. Speaking of combat, we find the first enemy that will flee from my presence but will attack back when threatened, this mole creature. There really is a lot to learn about different enemy behaviors, which adds a lot of spice and intrigue to the game. This is something I think is more like Terraria, but ore is very easy to find. It's all over the place, and the sprite sticks out even through other blocks. So far all I've found is iron and copper, but with the thorium bar having been dropped, I know there's going to be more. Cave exploration itself is also quite simple. The cave entrances are easy to find, and the path down them requires no mining. This is something Hytale shares with Terraria. Caves are simple and often open structures, inviting the player to explore them. Minecraft has slowly become more like this, but caves can still be a bit hit or miss. Hytale will learn also shares even more blood to Terraria as we head deeper.
Oh! To the center of the world! Oh. Those guys look scary. Can I hit them from over here? Yes, I can. Bow and arrow for the win, baby! Oh, he's fast and scary. He's got a tome. He was so take me out. Got him. Drop something good for me. Oh, I wanted that book. I wanted that magic book. What are these friendly creatures? And they terrify me. Oh, what's hitting me? Oh, hello. This is definitely not a place I want to be in too long. You can check it out. Oh, he blocked. Oh no. Oh, what was that? They can tongue attack me? Run! Run! Oh, of course, there's a stupid goblin guy here again. Of course, there's a stupid goblin guy there again.
Back at home, I learn a horrible lesson about a certain passive mob.
Fox! Yes, I love foxes. Yeah. What the heck? No, don't attack me! No, you're my friend! No! No! Oh, why are foxes evil? Maybe I can make them friendly.
We take the chance at home to make use of copper, the practically useless ore in both Terraria and Minecraft. Rather than return to the cave, we explored the surface more into this autumn-looking biome where we noticed some lights in the distance.
Oh! He ran away. Are you friendly? Hey guys. Okay. Not attacking me, but they don't really seem to like me much. Oh hey. Yeah, you're a trader. I don't really have any of this stuff. Too bad you can't loot anything in their places. Maybe they'll like me if I kill the skeletons over there. Okay, little Queebex, not helping me with the skeletons. Not being helpful at all, suckers. Ooh, free life essence. Do you get life essence from farming? So the currency for the plant guys you get by farming plants. Oh, that makes sense. Let's get a pumpkin pie.
This is something that is quite interesting with Hytale. Currency isn't just coins that drop from any enemy, but seems to have a theming to it. I don't know what other currencies are out there, but if this is anything to go off of, doing the activities related to the items you want is how you get the currency for those items. This is a little less convenient than Terraria's universal currency and much more easily farmable and useful than Minecraft's Emerald system, but with shops not fully implemented, we'll see exactly how it all works. As we wander around, we come across another one of those large skeletons, but this time out in the daylight in a random place in the woods. It's good he's large and easy to see, because if he wasn't, I couldn't cheese him, especially since he has two friends with him. The good thing is that they can't seem to get across the water, or at least that's what I thought.
Whoa! Where did he go? Okay, arrows do not work. Shooting them into the water. Oh, the guy drowned? Oh, these guys can drown. Oh, that's hilarious. Skeletons can drown. Okay. Yeah, the enemy AI has some work to do here. We'll take that. Oh, 3 thorium ingots. Hot dog.
Yeah, clearly the AI is still a work in progress, but considering that many mobs are already smarter and more interesting than many or most of the mobs in Terraria and Minecraft, I'd say we let the devs cook and save judgment on that for now. Exploration in Hytale thus far has been one of the highlights of the game. Just like Minecraft, going around and seeing what's out there is a thrill. But unlike Minecraft, Hytale has a lot more interesting structures to check out. They don't always have something going on with them, or at least nothing that I'm aware of. You also don't need to be afraid about losing your home in Hytale because of the compass at the top pointing you to previous places you died, spawn, and the portal temple we found. This opens up exploration tremendously in Hytale, allowing you to boldly explore anywhere you want with little fear of being lost, and because you don't lose everything on death, you also don't need to worry about that, which leads you to discovering all the cool things the game has to offer.
Frostmarked tundra, they got moose! Nice. Oh, they also kick behind them. Ouch! With quite the knockback. Oh, dude. This is sick. What's that? Might just be regular ice blocks. It's kind of hard to tell. Looks like there's an opening in the cave over there. I love how far we can see and how beautiful. Hey, look at that. Dude, that is so pretty. That is so nice. There's definitely a tundra over there that we can check out. There's holes in the mountains. Something is flying over there. I love how far you can actually see the animals too. Although it looks like the whatever that is, it's kind of just doing a circle on the ground. It's a little bit. Oh, you can see wolves over there? Dude, a fox? Which disappeared. Why is it disappearing the more I look at it? What the heck? What is going on with the fox over there? It's right there, but it what? Okay, so there's some visual work to be done. But it's amazing that you can see the mobs from this far away. Holy cow. Oh, something was moving. Oh. Oh, and that's gold. And it's protected by a Yeti. Wait, what? What the heck is happening? Did he step into some lava? What is that? Dude, that looks like a whole fully fleshed out village. Can I cheese the Yeti? Oh, no. Yes. Stay away. Oh, we got him. This Yeti might be protecting something over here. Oh, boy. Oh, that did not do any damage to me at all. What the heck? It's really hard to gauge what enemies are actually dangerous. He didn't seem to be doing any damage to me.
This is a critique of the game as it stands. The damage of mobs can be quite inconsistent, especially when considering the art design of the enemies. These massive yetis whacked me and dealt next to 0 damage and very little knockback, while the moose launched me several feet into the air and did noticeable damage. And a bear can also two-shot me. Yetis, I'd imagine, should be more dangerous in every possible way than both of these mobs. Since this is the beta, I'm sure balancing will be figured out in the future, but the fact that passive mobs and the one big enemy of the first biome I spawned in are the most dangerous ones I've encountered is a bit weird. As it stands, enemies and combat is most interesting and challenging when dealing with multiple enemies at once.
Okay. Oh, enemy! Is this not a friendly land? Oh, another guy. Okay, there goes one. Whew! Do we dare attack and try to take out this village? I don't know if I have the strength to do that.
As it would turn out, raiding an enemy village like this is the most profitable thing you could possibly do.
Ooh, an iron dude. There we go. Play it safe. Play it safe. Oh no. Oh, they're everywhere. Run. Oh, what? Oh, I got caught on a little pile of rubble. That was rubble. Wait, what? What do you mean my bed is obstructed?
I can't explain this weird bed behavior, but let's just say we're going to run into that problem again in the future. But we're going to focus on that Outlander village. With the good loot I had already obtained, the promise of a fun time, and my stubbornness, I decided it was time to upgrade our gear so we could take them on. And by upgrades, what I really mean is I made a single new weapon, an iron mace. I mentioned this earlier, but the compass shows where I died previously. It's not very specific and sorts deaths by which day I died, so it's not exactly cut and clear where or how far I need to go, but this makes grave runs incredibly easy to do oftentimes, and I'm personally a big fan of this game design decision. My main question though when returning was whether my stuff would have despawned since I needed to travel quite the ways to get there. Unfortunately, everything was already gone, but I'd also spent some time crafting and sorting my gear. Even so, it would sure seem you don't have much of a choice but to run straight to where you died if you want to get the stuff you dropped after you died.
What? I just got back. What do you mean my bed is obstructed? What is that? Oh, my bed is obstructed? What do you mean?
This is probably my biggest genuine gripe against Hytale at the moment. My bed worked inconsistently with respawning and gave me little to no information on the problem, saying it was obstructed even when outside in the open. This may be something they're working on, but I found that my bed could never be trusted to actually work, and I was already set up at my current base and didn't want to move everything back to world spawn. Terraria also doesn't give much information on what you're missing to set your spawn point, but generally it's pretty intuitive to try and make the bed in a house. Minecraft does have it pretty nice with setting up a spawn point anywhere the bed happens to be, which it would seem Hytale is attempting to replicate, but something is wrong with it.
What do you mean my bed is obstructed?
Despite these setbacks, however, I decided to continue attempting to raid the village, and this is easily the most fun I had in the game, and is also where I learned the game can be cheesed into oblivion.
Sneak 1000. Got him. Oh, he saw me. Dang, he's got good perception. Gotta check out the surroundings for archers. Don't want to get swarmed anywhere. Dang, yeah, they have good perception. They notice when something's going on. Goodbye! Oh, it didn't kill him. Alright. Nice. Oh, missed. They do good damage to me, too. Oh, there's a guy over there. Keep an eye on him. He might drop from somewhere. That's stairs here, huh? See some steps here. Let's try to sneak 100. I don't trust that someone wouldn't blindside me going up the ladder here. Sucker! There's this whole big building. There's got to be some good stuff in there. Probably a boss too. Doubt I would stand much of a chance against him. Apparently those guys throw things. Ouch. Okay, it seems like he's dead. What kind of crazy damage is this? I walk into a tiny little fire and I get absolutely obliterated. All right, let's look through these windows. What are we getting ourselves into here? There's one dude. There's several other dudes just lying around. My guess is they'll wake up. There's some big guy in the water. I don't think this would go very well for me unless we cheese real hard. Got one. Lowering the number of enemies we need to deal with. Okay, they saw me, Oh, they got a dog. Oh, there's a bunch of magic guys in there. But this is working. This is working. Oh, hello. I didn't see you. Oh, we got the big guy. Heck yeah. There's so many enemies in there. This is not where you're meant to be. Not at all. Still not going in there, just in case there's more than I bargained for. Okay, we're good. I see you retreating in here. Let's go! These actually aren't like the best. Oh, we got some good stuff. Take some iron greaves. Oh, this one? Oh, a thorium helm! Oh, we are set! Got some thorium ore. What is this? Lesser stamina potion. Oh, that's nice. Call me an assassin, because I just took them all out without breaking a sweat. Alchemist station. I'll take you with me, thank you. What is this? Silver? There's silver? And now we're fully kitted out. Dude, assassinating this crew was the way to go. We just skipped so much normal progression. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's dark. Oh, that's so dark. Oh.
There was so much loot in this place, plenty of which I could not have gotten otherwise. Now, I should never have been capable of clearing this entire encampment with my weak equipment. Sometime the cheesing strats will need to be fixed. However, what I think is commendable about this is that so far I've found that exploring has been just as profitable, if not more so, than farming and mining. I could have perhaps mined all the iron ore and skins I needed to make the iron armor in the same amount of time it took me to raid this encampment. but by focusing more on combat, I found just as much as if I had mined. Silver and thorium I haven't even found in mines yet, and perhaps they can't be found in them, but it's great that you're not actually required to spend all your time mining, since combat and exploration can be just as effective, just with more obvious danger.
What is that?
Quick mention, the fish design here is confusing. The fish looks very evil and very dangerous, but didn't bug me at all. I'm perfectly fine with it not attacking me. I'm already afraid enough of the ocean, but with its red eyes and overall creepy look, I think it's strange that this fish does not try to eat me.
Okay, maybe it's not evil, but it's scary.
Exploration brought us out to what would appear to be the ocean with a landmass somewhere in the distance. The shoreline seems strangely steep, but maybe that'll change later. We won't check it out quite yet, but there's another house out here that's entirely unprotected with some very good equipment for me. It honestly was a bit too easy if you ask me. The gear you get from treasure chests can at times feel arbitrary, like the sword and shield from an unprotected house is arguably better than anything I found in the Outland hideout with 10 or more enemies in just the main area. It doesn't need to be perfectly consistent by any means, but I imagine in the future the game will need to be changed so that chests are a little more predictable, so there aren't high prices to pay for very little gain and no price to pay for massive gain.
Dude, that was way too lucrative. What?
Let's return to the less action-packed parts of the game. Something wonderful about Hytale is how many ambient mobs there are. The variety is genuinely astonishing, and horses are one of my favorite animals, so when I saw one for the first time, I of course wanted to tame it. Unfortunately, I have no idea how this is done, and for all I know, the functionality of mounts hasn't actually been added to the game yet. On top of that, the horse was as fast or faster than me while sprinting, so it took a while for me to actually get close to the thing, and even if I couldn't tame it yet, I could still mount and ride it. The moment I get off the horse, it'll flee, and I can't break or place blocks or harvest nearby materials without dismounting. All problems I imagine will be changed in the future. For now, we'll throw the horse in a hole near the house and hope it never leaves. Now, we just finished with the Outlander outpost, but as it turns out, there are other kinds of encampments and outposts or whatever they're called in the area. These ones are easier than the Outlander ones I'd already defeated, making them, well, now much easier to defeat. But what's amazing is that there even are multiple kinds of mob outposts to raid.
Oh, that one's got some magic. Oh, one shots the mage and the wolves. What the heck was that?
There's never a shortage of things to do, and if you don't feel comfortable taking on these outposts, you could always go around them. But if you want to stay home, base building is quite enjoyable. Every block is capable of being made into all kinds of different building materials with no extra recipes or crafting stations required. You just need the simplest block you can find in the wild and the building workbench, and your crafting options are immense. It's all a 1-to-1 conversion ratio, which is what makes wood the best material to build with, or with how easy it is to collect the stuff, but if you're a builder, I'm sure you'll find yourself quite happy with the available options. Although, I can't figure out what you're supposed to do with the corners of the house. Maybe there'll be a future block added that'll remedy this.
Craft the Arcanist workbench, yes! Yes, my beautiful. What the heck is all that? A teleporter? No! Weaponry! Aha! Yes! Oh, okay, we need to find where Azure logs are. I have plenty of essence of ice. I haven't found silver anywhere. I haven't found sapphires anywhere, okay. Okay, game, you're gonna make it difficult for me. You know where I bet I can find all that stuff? In hell! Let's go. All right, we got our task. We're going to hell, and we're finding all of these beautiful materials. Oh, for crying out loud. Oops, walks through campfire. There goes a fourth of your health.
Mage is my favorite class in any game, and finding a massive bounty of thorium from my raiding expeditions has allowed me to expedite the creation of the crafting station I need to make magic weapons. I just need to figure out where silver is, and my first theory is in the underworld biome I found earlier. This biome I learned is actually the least interesting, most pointless, and most dangerous place I've encountered.
Silver, yes! Oh, this is exactly what we need, silver and gold.
That was my only point of excitement down here. Why? Because that was the only silver I'd find after wandering around this area for what felt like forever. There really is next to nothing to report. There were structures but no loot, enemies but no drops, not even from this large fire golem looking guy who dropped a measly iron ingot. On top of all that, walking on blocks in lava still burns you. Makes sense? Sure, but adds to the danger of the place I've gotten nothing helpful from. But what's most dangerous of all are the toads.
Oh! Those toads are bogus! What?
The underworld was a bust, but there was this blue tree I saw earlier, and I need this thing called azure logs. It's a total guess, but I think these are the logs I'm after. Sure enough, I was right, and I think that's because these trees are well designed. The tree itself looks magical, and other magical crafting materials I've seen are also blue. The consistency in their coloring scheme and design makes it easy to know what you're doing and what you're searching for.
Oh, so much damage! Shoot! Wait, did I spawn my bed last time? What do you mean my bed is obstructed? Last time I spawned at my base! Nothing has changed!
Now, silver is something I could really use a hint for where to discover. The measly 2 ore in the underworld doesn't make me think that the underworld is where you can reliably find it, since other ore like gold and cobalt are consistently found in the mountainous biome. I thought maybe silver is found in this tundra cave, but that's just where more cobalt and gold can be found. I ended up stuck down here for a long time, which is a great opportunity to finally talk about what happens when your durability runs out. Your tool gets significantly debuffed. It's not gone forever, and it's still functional, but it will be far less effective than it used to be. For things like mining stone, this pickaxe is still better than my fist, but my speed has dropped dramatically. The way you fix it is with a repair kit crafted with some basic materials including iron. This repair kit fully restores 1 item in your inventory. It's pretty cheap, all things considered, and you can carry the kits around with you so you can fix tools on the run. Unlike Minecraft, Hytale doesn't punish you for daring to use your tools, and unlike Terraria, there are consequences to using them for too long, with no backup prepared. It's a very good system if you ask me, and means iron will never lose its usefulness. Now, there's so much more that could be said about the game, and many more comparisons you can draw between Minecraft and Terraria. But for now, I'm sure all you need to really know is whether you should play Hytale for yourself. That, of course, is totally up to you. But for $20, this early access, incomplete, and sometimes janky game is more than worth the price of admission. Even if this game returns to an eternal spiral of development and is never updated again, it's a game that both the Minecraft and Terraria player can enjoy for a very long time. Now, if you're looking for more videos like this one, I'm genuinely not sure if I'll start posting more Hytale videos on this channel because, well, it depends on how well this video does and if people here are actually interested in watching it. Maybe I'll start posting on a different channel called Thorben3D. These are my different channels. Check them out if you want to. And thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Maybe I'll see you on Hytale very soon.